You guys are recording. You have 25 minutes and go.
Wait, hold on. I gotta bring up my stopwatch. No, we're doing this by the book.
Okay.
Okay, so the way this is gonna work before we start is we have 2 minor topics, a 5-minute intro, and then a major topic, as I sent you in the email. The minor topics we're gonna spend 5 minutes each on. That's it. And then the major topic, it's 10 minutes, just because we're on a tight schedule. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ready when you are, sir.
I am recording.
Oh, sorry. Apparently I wasn't ready then.
Hit it.
Hey everyone, welcome to Let's Play Alpha Edition. The way this is going to work is we're going to do an alpha, we're going to do a beta, and then we're going to work out all the minor bugs and details to make it to show you guys want to watch. I'm Chachi Says of InsertCoinToBegin.com. This is our video game podcast, vidcast, on live, Google Plus thingy-mabob that we're doing on the internets. Also with me is Fuzzy. There he is. There's Fuzzy. And Rizz, also contributors from InsertCoinToBegin.com. And what we're going to do is each episode we're going to have a couple minor topics that we're going to talk about. And then we're going to move on to our what I'm going to call our final battle, the boss fight, if you will, of the episode. And that's going to be the major topic that I hope each time will bring up a huge debate and will end in bloody mass violence via the internet.
Really?
No, not really.
I like how you brought us into this for violence.
Well, I need you guys, so that violence part isn't actually going to help. So yeah, the minor topics this week are going to be what you're playing. That one will be a recurring topic for each episode, considering that we're calling the show Let's Play. So what you're currently playing and why will be a recurring topic. The other minor topic for this week is your favorite video game soundtrack and also why. Followed by the boss fight, which we'll talk about when we get there. So, you guys ready to do this?
No.
Let's go.
I am bringing up the stopwatch. I'm not kidding. 5 minutes. 5 minutes on the stopwatch. And go. Rizz, what are you playing and why? What are the games that you are playing right now?
The game I'm playing right now?
Or games.
Right now I'm just playing Max Payne 3. I posted it in Insert Coin to Begin as a review, but so far this is probably one of the best games I've played.
Ever?
In the past few years, yeah. But it's one of the cinematography is perfect, and the big explosions, boom, blah blah blah, and the multiplayer aspect of it is pretty good too. Let's not skip on that. But the storyline is one of the better games I've seen overall, and it's smooth motion. The action in it is non-stop. There's no downtime in anything unless you're doing a cutscene, which there is a lot of cutscenes. But overall, it's a great game, and you guys should pick it up.
Fuzzy, what are you playing? Why?
Batman Arkham City on Xbox. I finished all the main storyline stuff, but all the mini games are just, well, not mini games, but side missions are just excellent. I'm working through the different Riddler challenges and just everything about the storyline, all the backstory they put into it, how they included all the concept art as unlockables. It's just an excellent game and one of the best that I've ever played, if not the best.
Wow. And it's that good that you have to play through all the side missions? Like, you feel compelled to do that?
Yeah, it's... Instead of just feeling like something extra that I could do during the main campaign mode, it's something that they actually make you feel like you want to do afterwards. Like, yeah, I'm done with the main missions, but I'm not done with the game yet, and I want to finish the game. It's it's the first game where I've wanted to hit that 100% complete mark on it.
Interesting. Well, currently I'm playing, and this will lead into our boss battle, our main boss fight for the episode. Currently I'm playing DJ Hero 2, WWE 12, and Fez. The one, and I listed all three of them because those are the games that I put in when I have free time. Out of the pile of games that I have unplayed or played, those are the ones that I keep putting in. DJ Hero 2, I love the mashups. Like, it has nothing to do with the actual turntable, controller dealio. It's the music mashups. I find myself playing the game just so I can listen to the music, which I guess I could save myself the trouble and maybe download the soundtrack and put it on while playing something else, but... Exactly. But, I mean, it's just fun. It's a lot of fun. But WWE 12, I was playing originally because I hadn't played one of the modes, and I felt compelled to give it a shot. Now I'm playing to find the bugs. I keep running into...
Bugs?
Yeah, I keep running into glitches in the game where it won't let me do something for a while, and I have to, like, shut it off and restart. Or it puts me in, like, 3 different title storylines in universe, and I kind of just want to see where it's going. And then the third one I'm playing at the suggestion of DJ Lunchbox from the Wrestling Mayhem show, and it's called Fez. Now, all he would do is tell me, hey, you need to download Fez and play it. Never once did he actually go into telling me what the game was. And I'm just like, alright, it's a game called Fez. I'm like, if I download it and there's not a Fez in the game, I'm going to be rather upset. Well,
Is there a Fez in the game?
there is a Fez in the game. It's actually quite genius. It starts off as a 2D adventure, and then it's a platform puzzle game, and then from there it goes into a full 3D platform puzzle adventure game. And I've gotten through a few levels of it, and I'm rather addicted to the point where I'm getting irritated at my schedule because it won't let me sit down and play the games. And we did that with 4 seconds to go. All right,
High
so
five.
Not too shabby.
yeah. All right, so next topic, and this time we're gonna start with me, just so you guys can see where I'm going with this, and then we'll go from there. Is favorite video game soundtrack and why? Now, you can look at this at. Let me start this. You can look at this in several different ways. You can look at the quality of the orchestration of the video game soundtrack. Does it go with the game? Does it go with the story of the game? Does it get high when it has to get high? Is it low when it needs to be low? Or you can just go with the enjoyability of the actual soundtrack. And I've narrowed mine down to 2. The first one being Super Mario Brothers 3. Just because when I start thinking about video games, that's the one that pops into my head the most. Therefore, I feel it has to have a place in my top favorite soundtracks. And Sorg's showing the video, but I have no sound. He's not going to play the sound. Anyhow, fine. Screw you. Don't play the sound. See if I care. Sorg is the guy behind the camera that you can't see. He's playing with all the knobs and switches and stuff. So, we'll acknowledge
He's
that.
invisible.
Yeah. And then the second one is, and don't hate me for it, but I'm going to have to say Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And you can easily call that one a cop-out. I don't care. I enjoy the music, and the fact that there's like 8 different stations that I can listen to and enjoy the music to. Yeah, that wins. Fuzzy?
Well, definitely best soundtrack for me is Assassin's Creed 2. It's just excellent orchestration, and the music just fits every scene perfectly, in my opinion. And it's something that I'll just put on and just listen to while I'm working, just because it's that good. But now that you bring up the Grand Theft Auto soundtracks, I have to admit that those are also really good soundtracks because some people could see them as cop outs, but they are just a good, well balanced feature that lets the player listen to the music they want to listen to. If they want to listen to techno, they want to listen to rap, rock, country, whatever they want to listen to, it's built into the game.
Not only that, but talk radio.
Yeah, the talk radio in that is perfect.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, want me to go now?
No, Fuzzy. Go ahead, finish.
Oh, I'm done.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Well, you guys kind of stole what I was going to say, because I was actually going to pick Vice City from the Grand Theft Auto series. Let's look at the artists on here. Luther Vandross, Night Ranger. Let's see, where are we at here? I'm actually looking at the Wikipedia link here. Kool and the Gang. In Excess, Hall & Oates, Wang Chung, Michael Jackson.
Well, I think the reason we're all in agreement about these soundtracks...
It's songs that you know.
Exactly. And these are songs that are most likely in our collection of MP3s somewhere in our massive collections. Like, if we were to sit there and go through all of this stuff, I'm sure we would find 75% of these songs on our computers or persons somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in all fairness that it doesn't shock me any that we actually agreed to something on this, because I mean, I think it was Grand Theft Auto 4. I think I had that soundtrack on my MP3 player or iPod for the longest time because it was an amazing mix of music that I wanted to listen to anyhow.
Wasn't that whole CD on like the iTunes like top selling list or something for a while?
Yeah, it was, because it was the world's greatest mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Is what those games are.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's essentially you get into a car. It's like you getting into your own car and putting on the music you want to hear. So, all right, it's time for the boss fight. You guys ready for this?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
So
did everyone level up?
Yes.
Did everyone level up?
Yeah, everyone's stocked and ready to go. You got your potions, spells ready to go.
Let's do this.
Okay,
I have
so
elixir ready.
all right. Now, I was actually gonna do a site post on this, but I didn't want to talk to myself, and I couldn't compose it well enough that it was enjoyable, and so I decided to make you guys discuss this with me. And this is episode alpha's boss fight is retail games versus arcade games. Which are better? Go ahead, Riz.
I'm kind of in between on these two because I have the mixture of games. Like I have Minecraft and Gotham City Imposters, which are only downloadable games. But also I have a variety of actual games in my possession that I can like play, put back in their box, take back for store credit, get more games, and do something like that. But it's still like the pros and cons are right there, and it's like right in the middle, and I can't really choose or differ between one or the other.
You think
However, so? I will say that I do like the fact that there are cheaper. I don't want to say cheaper games, but like games with less pricing on it, online on like the Xbox Live or something like that than there are on when you go to a certain store and purchase a game.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's cheaper.
Which are you more inclined to do?
Oh, I'm more inclined to purchase it at like GameStop or another place like that because that's what I'm used to. Like I'm used to going out and purchasing a copy of the game in my hands. So
Okay.
I don't know. So yeah, I'm more inclined to do that.
All right, Fuzzy.
I'm gonna have to say that I still prefer. For me, I default to going out and buying a game at a store. But
Yes. Thank you
games
both.
like Trials HD, it they are. I think that those are the quality of games that are going to push the envelope to bring more of a balance between people who between getting games in stores and getting them online, because Trials HD has such good quality that you'd think that that was something that was just bought and installed on a disc, but it's just a simple arcade game that is a hell of a bargain at that. But for me, I still default to having something with. Uh, I haven't played too many of the arcade games. I don't know how deep their storylines can get, but I just like the intricate story games, like the Assassin's Creed, the Batman Arkham series, the Grand Theft Autos, those kind of things.
Okay, well, first off, I have to thank both of you because you both did what I expected you to do. Secondly, I have to disagree.
Oh,
You know what game I'm looking
don't
forward?
fire us, Chachi.
I'm not going to. I need you guys.
Okay.
You guys got to keep the content over at Insert Coin on there. So, here's my thing. You know what? And I'm not trying to take anything away from what's going on in the gaming world, because I mean, Mass Effect 3, I'm sure it's a fantastic game. I'm sure it's a great game. My problem is I haven't played 1 and 2, and I'm not about to run out and do that. It's not because they're not good games, it's just that's a lot of gaming time. The only game so far this year that I'm excited to go out and get is Assassin's Creed 3, and that doesn't come out until October. So in the meantime, it appears as if I have to find other ways to fill the time, and I've been doing that by playing older games. I'm more inclined to sit in my chair and go into the arcade marketplace and get a game for 800 or 1200 points than I am to run out to the store and randomly pick something that I probably don't want to play anyhow. You follow me?
I get you.
If
Yep.
you go check my... Go ahead.
And I do agree with you there. I do have retro games on my account too. Like I have Earthworm Jim and something like that. But that's more nostalgia because I can't really get that anymore. And that's what I like to play when I was a little kid. So, yeah, I do agree with you there that those games on Xbox Live Arcade do that. But I just like the feel of having like a CD or a cartridge or something in my hand. So
I didn't get anything.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the retro kind of game thing, because I just got the 1992 X-Men arcade game on my Xbox, and
Well, see,
yeah, just to be able to play that is just cool. And
I wasn't really bringing up the retro games though. In the past, if you go check my Raptor, I guarantee you that the top 2 played games on there so far are an Assassin's Creed game or Shoot Many Robots.
you do like to shoot many robots, Chachi.
And you know what? We found that game at the New York Comic Con last October. I waited personally 6 months for it to come out. I was extremely upset that I couldn't download it the day it came out because my schedule was full. It took an entire week before I was able to download, sit down, and play that game. And I played the crap out of that game. I still play that game. And, you know, considering that I bought a 360 originally to sit down and play Call of Duty with my friends on a platform that we all had, that says a lot that the game I played the most is the game that cost the least. And that goes on to Fez. I mean, now I'm more likely to randomly go into the arcade and buy a game than I am to read a review or read one of the many news stories that we see and go out and buy a game based on that.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna challenge you guys.
Oh.
Okay.
I want you to use. You don't even have to use any of your points. All right. They have a demo. By next week, I want you to have played Fez.
Okay.
And tell me that that's not better than 75% of the games in your collection currently. All right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
you know what?
Sounds good.
We have a chat room open. So if you're on Xbox 360, I challenge the chat room to do the exact same thing. Go out, play the Fez demo, come back next week. You can email us. We're at insertcointobegin@gmail.com. We're on Twitter at inserttb. And we're on Google+. We're on Facebook. Is there stuff in the chat room?
Yeah, actually, there's been a lot of conversation from this in the chat room.
And
So
Before
ahead.
we get to the chat stuff, we will include the chat stuff in the future, but we're on an extremely tight schedule this week. So, I mean, fan interaction will be part of the show, and we are well aware of that we need to include fan interaction. It's just tight schedule this week.
But
Go ahead.
real quick, a couple of comments from the chat so we can get them out there. Silent is just saying, now it's scrolling up. Portal 2 soundtrack was pretty good when they released the album in 3 parts. He was listening and remembering each part of the game as the songs played, and that's pretty cool. That's when you got a good soundtrack or a good connection with that game. Skyrider Inc. Physical copies are cool, and then I lost him too. Well, he also says that.
But not all game companies can do it.
Thank you. At least when you purchase most games like Steam, you can remove and re-download later because I think Silent Ninja's here talking about.
Well,
his
Xbox
only-
Live does that too.
Yeah, and his only issue is drive space. He's running out of stuff. Skyrider also says, I've watched Fez and I think it's amazing. Haven't played it yet. Hey, is a demo. You were telling me about it and I downloaded it just to check it out. And my wife has.
Yeah. Sorg's wife was upset by the end of the demo because the demo ended. Not because the game was bad, just because the demo ended and she wanted to keep playing.
And also, Jehova on Fez says, Fez was good, but I prefer Mila Kunis's character. As I butchered that one.
Wait, Mila Kunis is in this?
No, it
No,
was
no,
a
Fez,
that
70s
70s
show.
show
Oh,
reference.
Fez.
Bobby F. J. Town says he's thinking about downloading the Trials Evo game. And in Silent Ninja, at least with the PC, you can have as much space as you want, or can afford, I guess.
Yeah, with the PC, it's what you can afford.
Exactly.
With the 360, it's what you can buy and hook up. But so that's what the show is starting as,
Yes.
and it will evolve from there.
Yes.
So I have to thank Rizz and Fuzz for experimenting with us this week. And maybe next week we'll bring in... Maybe we can get one of our female writers to join us next week.
Maybe.
That way we can add some estrogen and get rid of some of the testosterone and maybe mix things up a bit. Instead of having one big group discussion.
We do have proportionally a lot of testosterone here in the chat room.
Yeah.
So, we'll see if we can work on that. But I'm Chachi, Rizz, Fuzz. I'm going to call him Fuzzy. You can call him Frank.
Fuzzy.
I'm going to continue to call him Fuzzy.
You're so
You can check us
fuzzy.
out. You can check us. You can check Bobby FJ Town. You can check Snarky Tech Cat or Julie over at insertcointobegin.com. We're on the Facebook. We're on Google Plus. Circle us. We'll circle you back. Let's start a conversation based on what just happened here. And you can follow us on Twitter. It's insertcointb on the Twitter. And email us at insertcointobegin@gmail.com. I'm Chachi for Frank, Rizz. We'll see you next week for the beta. and let us know what we did wrong. Yeah. Woo! 25 minutes. You like that?